What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into the Ark Survival Evolved world and how to create something truly unique. A One Piece roleplay server. Whether you're a fan of the One Piece anime or just looking for a new adventure, this guy will teach you guys how to make a unique server. Now, this is all just an idea I had laying around for a while. I have a lot of server ideas, and the reason why I'm trying to get into this, guys, is pretty much the servers are supposed to be shutting down. I don't know when, but I have a theory that the RP servers, the roleplay servers, the custom servers are going to be a lot more popular than they are now. And this is another way to help you guys stand out a bit more, because I know the cluster servers. If you are a server host and you just want to populate your small server and you want a way to stand out, just just like and subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to help the smaller servers stand out a bit more from the larger cluster servers. Now this isn't a hit on the cluster servers, because I love the cluster servers, especially BAM's Ark, GB7, Twonk. There's a bunch of 4-man and 6-man servers out there, even 8-man servers out there. They are pretty good. I'm not knocking those servers. This is just to help the smaller servers stand out amongst the crowd, especially if you don't have a lot of money or time to dedicate to a whole cluster server. But that's a lot of servers, man, and a lot of money goes into those. So yeah. So basically, let's talk about some of the mods that can help this server. If you're an Xbox, for now we don't have mods on the Xbox, and I primarily play Xbox, so yeah. But if you're on a PC, you can probably use kind of mods are there. There's a mod called Pirates of the Ark and the Sharknado. Those can pretty much help add to the theme of the One Piece mod. And so let's get into a bit more of the lore. If you don't know what One Piece is pretty much a pirate anime where people walk around looking for devil fruit, and devil fruit gives you powers. And also the main premise of the show is to find this legendary huge stockpile of treasure. So the server settings will be, I'm trying to see how can we manage to make the server settings a lot more One Piece themed. So I think the default settings, as far as XP, the XP rates will be ×10, taming speed be instant, resource gathering on ×10. As far as the One Piece, to keep the One Piece lore going, your default, let's talk about the default stats for your character. So your health will start off at 500, stamina 100, food 100, water 100, weight 500, melee 150, movement speed 125, and crafting 100, fortitude 0. And to add more lore, to make sure your character is more of a One Piece character, let's get them at start your character off at 1 oxygen. So the second you hit the water, you start dying. The second your head goes below water, you start dying, kind of like in the show. And let's talk about the devil fruit, because a lot of people, if you watch One Piece, you know the devil fruit is pretty much, it makes up the large premise of the show. And the main gimmick of this server are the devil fruit. And how you're probably asking, well, Camper, how do you select your start the server? You select your fruit. The highest level in the server you can get for your character is level 2. So let me explain. Selecting your attribute, whether it's health, speed, or fortitude, whatever it is, will give you 1 million points into that stat. So let's get into the fruit. Putting a stat into health will give you the heart fruit. And keep in mind, I'm gonna just say this before I finish. These are just placeholder names, so I'm just making up stuff as I'm going. I'm not just no script. I'm just talking off the top of my head, the idea before I forget. So the heart fruit, basically you put in 1 point into health, gives your character 1 million health. You're pretty much going to be the tanky guy in your crew, tanking bullets, cannon fire, damage from PvE stuff like T-Rexes and all that crap. And But the thing is, the beauty about this idea is that there's pros and cons in every walk of life in this for this idea for each fruit. So yeah, you're going to be extremely tanky and all that, but you don't have that much speed. You can't swim, you can't run for long, you can't hold that much stuff because I said the default weight is 500, so you can hold some decent stuff, but not a lot. You're not going to be able to move around and stuff as fast, and your movement speed is going to be crap. You're not going to be able to crap out of stuff, but you're tanky as crap. You're going to be a godlike. You're going to have a pretty much a healing factor. You're pretty much the Deadpool, or like the let's get not Deadpool. Let's stay in the One Piece universe, kind of like the diamond fruit, I guess. Like any fruit that makes you extremely tanky. So the next fruit, stamina fruit, aka the infinite fruit. I don't know, infinite fruit. It gives you infinite stamina. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with. You're going to be running around. It's going to be hard to catch you. It's going to be hard to fight you. Your PvP foot battles will be a crazy thing to deal with. And oxygen. Putting a point to oxygen will pretty much gives you, like, you become a merman or whatever the merfolk creatures are in that One Piece universe. It gives you a lot of that gives you a pretty much advantage over most fruit users, because you can be able to swim extremely fast. You're going to be able to live underwater and all this other stuff. But like I said before, the cons are you don't have that much health. You don't have that much of anything else, but you're going to be able to swim pretty far and live underwater and just use that to your advantage. And even hide treasure, your loot in the water, which would be pretty good. It's gonna be hard for other fruit users to find you. Food and water, we're gonna come back to those because I have something very special for those. Those will probably be one of the most exciting ideas I have. Weight, or the pocket fruit. It's kind of like the gimmick here is that you have an infinite dark hole or infinite dimension in the palm of your hand. You can pretty much pull out loads and loads of loot, loads and loads of armor. You're just gonna be able to carry a lot more ammo, a lot more everything than the other characters. And also you're gonna be able to anchor people down. You're gonna be so heavy, you can just pretty much use your grapple hook and just anchor other people's tames down. And yeah, it's gonna be hard for people to like keep up with your progress too, because you're gonna be able to build stuff because you're gonna have so much weight on you. You can be able to build stuff a lot faster than the other players. But that, like I said before, you're gonna be able to hold and carry heavier armor, a lot more important stuff. But like I said, the cons are you don't have that much health, you can't swim, and you know the cons are for that. And the melee, the melee. Now, if you're a melee Bob, like I am primarily most of the time, putting 1 million in melee you're gonna be a force to be reckoned with, dude. But like if you put a sword inside your hands as a melee Bob, it's gonna be game over. And on top of, but the cons are, I guess, you're not gonna have that much health. You're not gonna be able to move that much. As far as stamina, your movement speed, you're gonna be slow. You're not gonna be able to craft stuff and all that stuff. So that's pretty much the melee. But yeah, when people see you, and especially if you start to make a name for yourself in the server, and people recognize your name, oh crap, here comes Captain Fishy Lips with his melee and crap. You know, it's a pretty fun idea. And as far as movement, you're gonna be moving at the fast. So the movement speed, that's gonna be kind of OP in certain ways, but you're still able to catch up with someone with high movement speed because they don't have that much health. And if you knock them out, it's gonna be kind of easy to knock them out. And they might even kill themselves because they don't have that much health, and they might actually try to fall off the cliff. And then you get the crafting speed. The crafting speed will pretty much give you a crap ton of capabilities on building, like god tier armor, god tier like god tier weapons. I guess you can call that the fruit, not call this the brain fruit, I guess. The flash fruit would be the movement speed. Let's see. Oh yeah, fortitude. Fortitude gives you a lot of a lot of fortitude. You'll be able to live inside the snow and hot areas and different islands that most fruit users can't even touch. And that's pretty much that as far as the gimmick of the fruit. Now let's go back to the food and water fruit. Now these aren't really fruit. They're just if you put a stat into food, we're gonna consider this like the admins can consider this as the mythical fruit. Basically, if you put a stat into food, you forfeit all your other stats as far as health, stamina, oxygen, weight, melee, movement speed, crafting speed, and fortitude for a mythical creature. Basically, creatures that won't spawn regularly, or creatures that are pretty hard to spawn. So basically, say if you want a phoenix fruit, you put a point into your stat, and this allows you to go into another category of fruit, which would correspond with tames, basically. So like if you want to do say you want to do a T-Rex fruit, any creature will be considered a fruit, and they're going to be a limited taming on the server too. So if someone kills you and take your fruit, or aka your tame, they're not going to be able to ride it, but because they don't have the saddle for it or anything like that. Let's see. But yeah, the food fruit gives you access to all different types of tames that don't normally spawn. And of course, you will put that stat that you would have put into yourself into your tame. So say if you want a phoenix fruit, you go to the admin store, you talk to the admins, hey, I don't want any other fruit. I put a point into food. Therefore, I would like to see what kind of fruit you guys have today. And say we have the snake fruit, the phoenix fruit, freaking shadow mane fruit, whatever. And that gives you another whole access of fruit for that. And there's going to be a limited taming as far as how many tames each crew can have. So say it's about let's say about 20 to 30 tame limit. So you can't tame over that amount of tames. So the game won't allow you. As far as the water fruit, you put a point into water, you forfeit all the other stats to gain access to a whole array of different powerful weapons as far as firearms. So say if you wanted to be the sniper of the crew, you have access to all the powerful rifles, guns in the server. So yeah, you may not be able to have a lot of health or stamina or oxygen, weight and melee and all that stuff, but you're gonna be the crew's right hand guy as far as weapons, kind of like Usopp a bit. So you're putting a point into water. Pretty much, you show the admin that I put a point into water into weapons, and you pretty much are given a choice between certain whatever. I think a funny thing would give a person who put a point into weapons or water, give them a ascendant slingshot. It would be pretty funny. It would be pretty cool. And ascendant slingshot for a person, it will be kind of OP because keep in mind a lot of people aren't going to be selecting the fortitude fruit, and so you can pretty much one shot them in the head with a ascendant slingshot, knock them out. Pretty funny. That would be hilarious, dude. But yeah, like I said, that's a video of this server because there's so many pros and cons to each fruit. And let's get into the name of the server. So it's important to name the server something pretty cool, like the One Piece Adventures or One Piece Roleplay. And you get really creative because this is a really good idea, and I have a lot more ideas to come. And let's talk about the map. I think the center of the Lost Island would be pretty good to give you more of a One Piece themed. Yeah, I think the center map would be pretty good as far as the One Piece themed. Let's see. Let's get into some of the rules. So depending on the admin, the rules are just pretty much up to how the server wants to be ran by the admins. And the admins can give you like a certain area where it's PvE, like a grace area where there's no PvP at all. And you can set, like, the admins can set little missions for you guys. Like me personally, I would have like a actual One Piece somewhere hidden in the server, like a huge body of loot and ammo and all that crap. It'll be pretty cool. And as far as character creation, you can mention their race, their backstory, their class, and all that. And as far as classes, yeah, let's get into the classes. So you can also define. You start as a pirate, marine, a revolutionary army member, or a bounty hunter, or just a civilian. And just to get into a few things that a pirate could do. Let's say here are a few roles for the pirates. The captain pretty much can be he's responsible for the main decisions, like where the base would be built, pretty much how the flag looks and all that crap. Pretty much a generic captain. Just do everything. They're in charge, main people in charge. You can have the navigator. You can give the navigator a GPS system, and the navigator can talk to the admins about mini missions, like starting missions and getting missions accomplished and all that stuff. The cook, you can be a cook. And I say, especially if you are a cook and you put a point into the crafting system, and you can have some crazy OP recipes for your crew. And if you didn't put a point into crafting, you can still be a cook, but the admins will just give you some kibble. Give you kibble and a bunch of the crazy recipes the Ark has. The swordsman, if you pretty much you have access to some exclusive melee weapons and swords and stuff, and skins and all that. Especially if you put a point into water for the weapons, or a point into melee, you're gonna be pretty much the crew's swordsman and all that. Sniper, pretty much you have access to like long range weapons. The doctor can have what could the doctor have? Med brews, a bunch of med brews and blood packs on them all the time, as far as the starter kit goes. And as far as Marines can have an admiral, a vice admiral, a captain, a Marine sniper, a Marine doctor, a Marine scientist, and yes, pretty much the same thing as the pirates. I don't know what you would do as far as like how the pirates and Marines would differ. In the Revolutionary Army, they can have a leader, a saboteur, or a person who can just sabotage people, like with metal traps and all that crap. Bounty hunters, you can be a bounty hunter, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. You talk to the admins about bounties, people who have bounties, and say if other crews can put a bounty on your head or your crew's head. And that'll be pretty cool. Like in the Discord, you can post their bounty. Oh my god, that'll be hilarious, dude. And as far as for the PvE players out there who wants to join the server, the One Piece server, it can be like they can be in the civilian role. As far as shopkeepers, craftsmen, fishermen, farmers, and bartenders, and all that crap. And remember to encourage players to create unique backstories for their characters, which can lead to intriguing interactions and storylines with One Piece players. Additionally, you can have players choose and create devil fruit powers for their characters, adding another layer of excitement and variety to the game. And but yeah, this is just what I had on my mind so far as an interesting server idea. And you can pretty much promote this on your own personal Discord. And make sure your Discord is ran by some decent admins too, because this idea is pretty unique and pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And I have a lot more server ideas too for you guys out there who want to start your own server, but you want a little gimmick or something to stand out from the other servers, from especially like the cluster servers like Twonk and Bam's Ark and GB7. Again, not to knock those servers. I'm just saying, it's kind of hard to stand out with your own personal server when the larger cluster servers are out there. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this channel. The next server idea will be about serial killers. So yeah, serial killers or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, see ya.